always have been a traitor.
Hi guys, we have to talk about the finale of The Traitors and the reunion, so let's get into it. Okay, so spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, you want to turn away now, go ahead. The finale was on Thursday, and it came down to 4 people: Rob, Eric, Maura, Tara. 4 at the end had to decide if they were all faithfuls or if they thought someone was still a traitor. And then as the audience, we know that Rob and Eric are traitors, and Maura seemed to be more sided with Rob and Eric. And Tara has been trying to let Maura know, like, no, seriously, like, I'm not a traitor. But there had been suspicion on her and Johnny for quite a while that they might be traitors. So it seemed likely that Maura was going to stick with Rob and Eric. Although she definitely did want Eric out as well, where and Rob had made a deal that once they got Tara out, they would then get Eric out, which is what happened. And you could see that Eric was definitely surprised when he realized, uh-oh, they're about to vote me out too.
Wow. Wow.
Down to Rob and Maura. And Maura was pretty confident that he was a faithful. And this moment was so sad. She was like so excited, and then the heartbreak on her face, the full on not believing it, it was so sad. I
am, and I always have been, a traitor. I'm so
Police, you can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
I felt so bad for her. I really like her. I like Rob. I think he did an excellent job. He played a perfect game. Like, he did so good. And it, once again, it is a game, guys. Like, it is a game. I know it's... Oh, he wanted to weigh in. Yep. Do you think Rob did good? Yep. Okay. He says, yeah, he's happy that Rob won. Do you think that Rob should definitely get more a Birkin bag, though? He says yes. So that was something that did come up in the reunion, was that Rob offered to buy Maura a Birkin bag, as he did kind of screw her over in the game and won all of the money. So at the reunion, there was a few things that like stood out to me. I'll just run through a few of them. Candace definitely seemed like she was still upset and taking it very personal, and I get it. I think some people do take stuff like this very personal, even though it is just a game and it also is a TV show, but some people still take it personally, and it seemed like she was still taking it very personally.
I knew that you were a snake, Rob.
She was questioning his motives, that maybe he wanted to be the solo winner from the beginning, and Rob denies this. And it's hard to say if that's true. Or not. I don't think he wanted to win solo, but by the end he's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to win solo and get all the money. It just makes the most sense, which it kind of does. Once again, it's a game show, it's a show. Why wouldn't you want to get all the money? But Candace definitely seemed still upset by this. He brought up the topic of why he voted for Lisa Rinna, which I love their relationships. They're so cute. They just did a commercial together recently, and I just think they're really funny together.
The ship was sinking because Colton was on something.
It wasn't just Colton though. Like multiple people had said your name at that point, and I was like, Lisa's gonna go. It may not be the night, it may not be the night.
And if I turned on 2 people and publicly said I trusted, would be suspicious.
To be on the right side of history, so that if you way down the line when they look back at the votes, because that's what they all look at the votes, they're gonna be like, well, it can't be Rob because he voted for Lisa.
Well,
It makes sense. I understood his explanation being like, well, if I didn't vote for her and everyone else did, it makes me look super suspicious, which it would, even though, you know, he is a traitor, she's a traitor, and you're not supposed to vote each other out kind of thing. It would make him look suspicious if he wasn't going along with the group. So it kind of made sense. But Candace definitely took this as like a slight against them, when really it was just playing the game. And then Candace goes on to make an accusation against Rob and Colton. And
you said to me that Rob told you that I was a traitor.
Are you saying that I told Colton that I was a traitor? I saw a clip of you saying that before, because you know there are very strict rules in this game.
I know.
Everything's on camera. I know. I was in an excellent spot.
Yeah, you
Why
were.
would I risk it and tell Colton I'm a traitor?
Yeah. Well, it's no secret.
And Lisa Rinna and Candace also questioned Eric as to why, hi buddy, as to why he thought that Rob wouldn't betray him, as he had already betrayed the other traitors.
I don't have that context. Well, you did though, because you got it. You knew they were traitors, right?
I knew they were traitors, but I was like, oh, because he goes, it was crazy up there. And I was like, damn, they must be so mean to this guy.
I had to say something to him. I'll play the game.
That's another
So
thing.
Rob, when you...
There was a comment with Lisa and Colton where she was saying that she didn't like how he said he would take her hostage, that he would take her hostage as a traitor.
What did you mean when you said you wanted to take me hostage as a traitor?
I think the whole premise of it is when you find out that you find a traitor, you're supposed to murder them and get them out. And instead of banishing you and getting you out of the game, I would have rather kept you in it to then see if you would flip on another traitor to then position myself in. Whether it was going to work.
Word to use.
Okay.
Yeah. Hostage.
Maybe the wrong word.
Yeah.
Colton, you saw...
I mean, hold on.
Yeah.
I totally hear you. You were in the turret and you said you wanted to slit my fucking throat. So that's an interesting word to use too. I mean, it's in the context of the game. So I think it's not fair for you to look at me and say using the word hostage is like.
And she said she didn't like the wording on that. She's like, you shouldn't use hostage. And he's like, it's literally just a game, which it is. It's like, it's not meant to be sinister. So I kind of hate it when people take stuff like this and make it to be like extra sinister and like they're a victim or something, when it's a game. Like, it's a show, it's a game. Like, he's saying hostage in terms of the show. It makes sense. And then he does point out that she said she wants to slit his throat. So I mean, kind of have to. So you kind of can't be hypocritical there about saying stuff and being offended if you're going to say stuff that's much worse. He's getting annoyed that I'm talking about this. And then obviously Michael Rapaport had some conversations with some people, and he was very sassy the whole night, cutting people off and definitely combative.
When I'm speaking, you're not speaking.
Far in the moment.
When I'm speaking, I'm quoting the great...
But he did apologize to Colton again. It seems like Colton might still think that Michael was being personal when he made that comment, that he was referring to his outside life. But I'm not sure if Michael actually was, but it does seem like Colton might still believe that, but it seems like they might have worked things out a bit. Then they go on to ask Maura and Rob about their connection, because they said that everyone could see that there was an undeniable connection between them. And they both were kind of like laughing it off, and they said, no, like, we're honestly just friends, like, nothing happened, and they were kind of joking about it. Maura's like, we never even flirted, and Rob's like, well, we probably flirted a little. And then,
we never, like, had a flirt. Oh, where? What's that face?
I mean, I feel like we probably flirted a little bit.
But, like, we're just having fun.
Yeah. No, it was never like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could ask if there was possibility for them to be together, and that's when we find out Rob has a girlfriend, which is really funny considering right when he won, Maura's like, you are never going to get a girlfriend because you're so good at lying, which is...
You're never going to have a girlfriend after this. You're such a good liar.
It's true. Do you agree, buddy? Yeah, he agrees with that. But those were just a few of the things that really stood out to me on the reunion, and I really enjoyed watching the show. I thought it was really fun. I thought Rob did a great job. I do think the rest of the cast, even though they're kind of a little upset, that I thought he did a great job as a traitor and did a good job. Even if some of them were a little bit hurt by the things that went down, I think people generally were happy that he won. What do you guys think about everything? Was there things at the reunion that stood out to you? Do you think the right person won? I'd love to hear below. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. Say bye, Ted. Bye.